another young Sheldon character, Pastor Jeff, is appearing in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, but his return is insulting to Sheldon. Like The Big Bang Theory, the cancellation of young Sheldon wasn't rooted in the lack of interest from the public. The prequel posted show high ratings towards its end, suggesting that the show could have easily continued for at least a few more years. However, to stick to the established canon, CBS and Chuck Lorre's team decided to wrap up the project, but they found a way to continue the Cooper's Texas story via Georgie and Mandy's first marriage. That said, while Georgie and Mandy's first marriage story focuses on Georgie, Mandy, and baby Cease, the show still has ties to its prequel. All members of the Cooper family who are still in Texas have already appeared in the new show, except for Sheldon. The boy genius moved to California for his postgraduate studies in the Young Sheldon finale, per the official canon, which CBS followed. After Mary, Missy, and Mima, however, Georgie and Mandy's first marriage is bringing back Matt Hobby's Pastor Jeff for an upcoming episode, which is both exciting and divisive. Why Pastor Jeff returns in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage after young Sheldon. Pastor Jeff gets involved in Mary and Audrey's feud. As first revealed by a social media post from the set of Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, Pastor Jeff will appear in the Young Sheldon sequel spin-off. Recently, more details about his upcoming involvement have been revealed about the episode that will air sometime in February titled, A House Divided. As it turns out, Pastor Jeff will serve as a mediator between Mary Cooper and Audrey McAllister as they fight over the love and adoration of their granddaughter, baby Cease. Based on the image, the mediation will take place in his church's offices, where Sheldon's mother currently works. This isn't going to be the first time that the in-laws are finding themselves at odds. In the Young Sheldon Season 7, Mary and Audrey respectively went behind their kids' backs to get Cease baptized in their respective ways. This caused Georgie and Mandy to briefly bar the grandmother's access to their kid. Considering everything that happened towards the end of the show, that was eventually lifted. Unfortunately, it does seem like Mary and Audrey's competition continues in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage. Pastor Jeff created so many problems for the Coopers. Mary's pastor isn't the moral compass that she thinks he is. Seeing Pastor Jeff come back and appear in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, when Sheldon hasn't even returned yet, is insulting to the boy genius. Aside from not being related to both families, and yet having a significant impact on them by meddling with their business, he also doesn't have the best history when it comes to the Coopers. How Pastor Jeff gets roped into the Cooper and McAllister conflict is currently uncertain. That said, the fact that he is involved is already interesting. For starters, considering his relationship with Mary, he will likely be biased towards her. Instead of offering help, Pastor Jeff fired Sheldon's mother and forced the clan out of his congregation. It's unsettling to have him meddle in the issue, especially when he created so many problems for the Cooper family throughout young Sheldon. However, he was specifically vile against Mary and her clan when news of Georgie and Mandy's unexpected pregnancy. Instead of offering help, Pastor Jeff fired Sheldon's mother and forced the clan out of his congregation. Admittedly, being separated from the church made Mary somewhat agreeable, resulting in some of the best months in her marriage. Still, young Sheldon failed to hold Pastor Jeff accountable for what he did to ostracize the family when they needed help most. Why Sheldon has yet to appear in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, is it justified? Sheldon should have come home for Thanksgiving. Georgie and Mandy's first marriage's first Thanksgiving episode also served as an unofficial reunion for the Coopers, as Mary, Meemaw, Missy, and Dale spent the holiday with the McAllisters. Sheldon wasn't part of the celebration because he was in California for his studies. While that in itself should be enough explanation for his absence, it felt unjustified to exclude him, considering that it would have been the perfect time to bring back the character, Given his current circumstances, aside from being an easy opportunity to feature the boy genius, it's also extremely sad that Sheldon had to spend the first Thanksgiving after George died away from his family. While the socially inept genius has claimed that he prefers to be alone, young Sheldon established a few times that this isn't the case. Much like the rest of the family, he's still grieving the unexpected death of his father. It would be nice if Georgie and Mandy's first marriage found a way to bring him back for its special Thanksgiving episode.